All right, everyone, here we go with an all signs reading for Venus moving into Leo. This is an important energy. I've been talking about it since the full moon reading. I said it's important. We still have the influence of Jupiter with the North Node, and we still have the influence, obviously, of the full moon and all of that, but we have all the other influences as well. So in the surrounding energies, including some new core energy cycles that are coming in from as far back as late April. All this stuff is just hanging around. This particular influence, Venus in Leo, is about loyalty. That is the key word here. It is the loyalty pole. Now, granted, like I told you in the full moon reading, it does create an opening. It does create an emotional bravery, a way to do something about these feelings they're having to look at about themselves and all of that, right? And again, those feelings can play out many different ways. You know, for some people, they're just looking at health issues about themselves and things like that. But for most of these runners, it's very emotional. Now, loyalty, right? It's about who or what are we giving our loyalty to? Now, for the incoming energy, it's these runners, if you will. It's primarily about whether they're loyal to themselves or not, whether they should be loyal to themselves and what they're feeling under this full moon energy and all the other energies around, or whether they should continue to be loyal to something that, well, usually in the cards and in the energy reads fairly toxic on varying levels for all of you. All right, so let's see. Let's just see what happens here. Venus and Leo. Very powerful, very important influence here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, technically, because you're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. I got a hell of a pre-shuffle, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to jump ahead, and I'm going to show you something. You don't have to believe me. I don't really care. But you should, because it's true. This star card, I did the shuffle. Right? When I first picked up the cards to do the shuffle for the pre-shuffle, I accidentally left a card like that. And I didn't notice until after I finished the shuffle. Right? So I'm just being honest with you in transparency. I knew that because I picked it up and it was the star card, I knew that it was bookending the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? The real bookend from the pre-shuffle was the Nine of Wands. There's not much resistance here. 9 is the end. Somebody making some changes. But it's more powerful than that, is what the star says, bookending the Wheel of Fortune. The star implies that a tower has happened. And that's important. I mean, it's really important that accidentally got left, and I didn't notice it while I shuffled for the pre-shuffle. I didn't notice. Why is that important? Because the tower fell in a very important reading I did recently, and I don't remember which one it was, but it fell in the 3D position. You probably remember. I don't. Okay? Very important. I think it was the reading I called the lightning round, right? It was all lightning on the table. That influence is still playing a role. It's still important, right? It doesn't get kind of smacked back down to reality until Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn and Saturn goes retrograde. So we're still pre that here, all right? Anyway, I got a Wheel of Fortune crossed by the 5 of Swords. Somebody changing. Somebody looking very hard, feeling emotionally brave, and looking very hard at their usual short-sightedness. The wheel flips it 180 degrees. No longer short-sighted. Somebody here, I got another card of divine timing like the star, but I've got the 7 of Pentacles crossed by the Knight of Wands. Break time is over. It's time to make a move, right? And again, what am I being loyal to? Is what they're asking. Am I being loyal to myself? Because themselves is this Queen of Cups. She holds the full cup. There's a lot of emotion here. It's the most love I could pull from the deck. And it's crossed by 3 wands. You know, again, somebody really, this energy is hitting them hard. And what's nice about Venus and Leo combined with all these energies, it gives them the bravery. It creates that opening that I talked about in the full moon reading that allows something to happen here. And that's very important. But that star, God, that's why I showed you that. It's not just the star is here in the pre-shuffle. It wasn't. I just intuitively figured it belonged there. Even if we say, no, Steve, I think you're wrong. Okay, then the star was on the table. It implies all the energy here. It's only here to show me that about that tower. Whatever fucking reading that was from, may have been the Jupiter reading. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, that tower has happened by the time, or is happening during the time that Venus is going through Leo, and that's causing some big changes. Now, that's just the surface energy, and it's some pretty powerful shit. It's a pre-shuffle with a story. You know, I mean, we don't usually have that. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's why the fuck are we here? Unreal. Unreal energy. Even the weather energy is weird today. Very strange here. It's got a weird feeling outside. That tells me, that tells me that things are changing. There's no going back. It's kind of an energy right now of things will never be the same. And it's because of what a lot of these surrounding energies are showing all of us, right? Everybody on some level got to make some changes, change some points of view on varying levels. For some people it's major, for others it's very minor. Maybe you stop having 3 eggs for breakfast, you just have 2. I don't know. It's going to vary for everyone. Let's see. All right, same frequency of energy though. All right, let's go. Why the fuck are we here? It's first card out before the cut. Yeah. It's 8 of Cups. Again, loyalty. What am I being loyal to? And am I being loyal to myself by staying in 8 broken cups, or should I walk toward 9 cups? That's what it's about. Venus in Leo is very, if you, for example, if you have Venus in Leo in your chart, you're a very loyal lover, okay? You're very loyal to somebody, all right? That loyalty aspect of this is bleeding out, and it's the key ingredient, right? It's the one you notice, Okay, let's see where we go. You might eat chicken parmesan, for example, right? Well, what's the one ingredient in there that you can't miss? Even if you have a terrible palate, it's chicken, right? Well, that loyalty aspect is the chicken here. It's the one ingredient everybody is going to pick up on, the one energy that's going to bleed in and play a role in everything. After the cut, look at that. I'm not making this shit up. You saw right there. I just cut the cards. I didn't look. Tower. I said, this tower has happened. That star was important. It was left on the table for a reason. That is important. I don't know what it's just, something's happened. It's that energy I just talked about while I was shuffling for this. I said something about things will never be the same, right? It's this moment. We've reached this moment where there's no turning back. It's the point of no return. All right. Wow. All right, let's shuffle the deck. This is an unreal reading. This is going to be one of those ones for the record book. I mean, just in the beginning, it already is. Let's go. I knew this energy was going to be potent. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus in Leo energy. Holy shit. All right. With all surrounding energies. Keep in mind, this isn't your normal Venus in Leo. It's Venus in Leo supercharged pack. Let's go. All right. Come on. Okay, that's it. I can't shuffle no more. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is transformation, point of no return. I'm drawn to the butterfly. It's 6 of Wands. It's victory after a long battle energy, but I'm only drawn to the butterfly. It's a heart chakra. It's a come to Jesus with the heart chakra. That's what my father used to say. People have a come to Jesus with themselves, right? That's what's going on here. Am I being loyal by staying in 8 broken cups? I think somebody figures out that they're not. There's a tower. That tower represents that point of no return on a high level. Liberation. It's crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. Liberation. I mean, the overall energy of the reading pretty much backs up the cut cards, and which in turn back up the pre-shuffle. Our readings on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy message from the universe. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are. There's going to be a link for an extended in the description. Let's go. We're going to clarify with the light seer on this. I want to kind of sneak into the energy. What's going on here? Energy around your connection. Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's flowing. It's flowing. And this is nice. You know, when we start making, I'll tell you why. Because when we start making decisions about loyalty, are we being loyal to ourselves, or should we stay loyal to something that's 8 broken cups and maybe a little toxic? You know, if they're loyal to themselves, they come toward this connection, is what this card is saying. But what's important here is this is all about emotion. And we need to make that decision emotionally. It's about cups. It's 8 cups. It's an Ace of Cups, right? Those cups, those 8 cups are broken. Do we stay loyal to that, or do we move toward 9 cups? It's all cups, cups, cups. All right, this is nice. If they stay loyal to themselves, they're not going to sit in 8 broken cups. There's a tower that's happening during this phase. All right. So whatever reading that tower that I got after the cut, which I talked about already with the star card, came out in the 3D position. That's an important reading that ties to this for sure. 3D, how are they behaving in real life? Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants something new. Somebody is awakening to their feelings. Okay. I'm just going to keep it simple. Phrase it that way. I could tell all kinds of stories and make dirty jokes, but I'm not. Somebody is awakening to their feelings. And it's exactly, this card backs up exactly what I just said. It's all cups here. Okay? Now, soul. Yeah. It bookends the Ace of Cups. What did I say? I took a peek. I said it's all cups here, didn't I? Yeah. Cups. I don't know why I'm your second favorite energy reader. How the fuck did I do that? You want to take me to Vegas. I'm telling you. Stick. Yeah. Hit. Right. It's an easy thing. All right. Anyway, Knight of Cups. It's just, again, if they stay, it bookends the Ace of Cups. I already said it. It's all soul. It's an emotional decision. The emotions are awake. The heart chakra is open with that butterfly with the green on it. The heart chakra is open. If they stay true to themselves, they come this way. Or, if not toward you, what this connection showed them or represents to them, right? What you opened up. The Schlitz can of their heart. I don't know. But either way, somebody here, this is flowing nicely. It does downgrade. It flows 5D to 3D. It does downgrade when it gets to their here, but I think that's perfect placement of the cards because this is a new day dawning for this person emotionally. All right? This is an emotional decision, and the emotions are flowing. All right. The cards just backing me up today. Hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the Ace of Cups. 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's, again, the cup's been still for too long. It's just talking about the 10 of Wands is pressure, right? It's pressure. This is not only heavy in their soul, it's heavy in their mind, too. You know, again, it's an emotional decision. Universe just backing me up. We'll see what happens when we clarify. Potential final outcome, red with Page of Cups. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. This is why it downgrades. 9 swords. 9's are the end in tarot, right? Then it goes to a 10. We get that, right? But this here is anxiety, a little bit, you know, a little bit of beating themselves up, a little bit of pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey, but it doesn't stick. The 10 of Wands tells me it doesn't stick. The dam breaks. There's too much energy here. We'll see what happens when we clarify that. I think it leads to somebody making some changes. And remember, there's a tower happening during this influence. That came out in another reading. We're still in the lightning round, okay, whatever reading that was. Right here. Ace of Cups. Let's clarify it. I said we were going to use the light seer, and we are. What's going on here? Why is the Ace of Cups here? Why? Why? Why is the Ace of Cups here? Tell me about it. That's why. Emperor. Somebody is making a decision here. It's a balanced Emperor, somebody taking control. Okay? The Ace of Cups purely belongs, this is something new that it's flowing, purely belongs to the DM side of this connection. This is what universe telling me, that the environmental energy around it is this. But again, there's that bravery, right? There's somebody here, again, when it's a balanced Emperor, he's the shit. All right? Usually it doesn't come out that way. But in this case, it's saying, you know, with this Leo, Venus and Leo is again, like I talked about on the full moon reading, opening a doorway here, providing, which basically just means in the 3D, providing the bravery to do this. Somebody is making some decisions here. I can guarantee you we got a point of no return energy here for sure. What's going on top? Yeah, the Hermit. Somebody here is making some decisions. From the soul, it's all about emotion. And it's getting to the brain. It really is. Why is the Hermit here? Yeah, it's getting to the brain. Soul, brain, right there. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I mean, somebody here, doesn't she? Should I continue? She's thinking, right? Should I continue to be loyal to 8 broken coddles as you? It's a truth they can't ignore. It comes from deep down. It's an emotional decision, very. And again, it all boils down to loyalty here. And the anxiety comes from, again, People don't like to admit they're wrong. It's human nature, right? People don't like to admit they're wrong. They won't. They'll keep doing the same thing. They'll keep sticking their hand in the meat grinder over and over again. They'll dump money into a shitty car that they should just get rid of, even if it takes up their whole paycheck every week. They'll keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. People get themselves into so much trouble because they just won't admit they got it wrong and try to fix it. This is tough for this person, you know. Usually they reflect this King of Wands. The King of Wands is never wrong. They just adapt, right? It's just, I give that example of that person tripping on the sidewalk. A King of Wands would pretend they planned it rather than just let people laugh at him and go, you know, I fucked up. Yeah, they'd never admit that. Right? All right. Page of Cups. Why is it here? Why is it here? King of Pentacles. It's a very stable energy around it, but it's the epic battle between their security in their life and the newly found emotions that they have. Okay? All right. What's going on top? Six of Pentacles. Loyalty. On some level it is. It's about giving. It's equal give and take. Should I continue to give to this, or should I give to this now? Should I try something else? Yeah, just backing me up. It's the same, you know. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Seven of Swords. Right. It's that old Sesame Street bit. One of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things, you know, and they show you a bunch of stuff and you got to pick the one that doesn't belong. Yeah, again, somebody here is, their own bullshit is working against them. How they bullshit themselves is making them feel, I think this is part of where the anxiety is coming from, because these are read together. You know, somebody can see they were wrong about something. Most likely about, you know, what appears on their side as 8 broken cups. Somebody can definitely see they were wrong, and they've been sneaking away from this decision for a long time. I think we're at a point of no return. Things will never be the same. Once they know these truths, and again, I know they know them because of the Queen of Swords, those are truths you can't unknow. Okay? You can't. It's one of those truths. All right. Knight of Cups. Why is it here? I can't unsee that. Oh, God. Yeah, it's like that. Why is the Knight of Cups here in this? Flying out of the deck. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, making some changes. 8 Cups. Somebody here who normally would sit in 8 Cups is, I mean, it is just, we're talking about Venus, right? An already hot planet. In Leo, passionate forward movement is Leo energy. You follow? It's right here. 180-degree turn. Somebody here is doing something very different from what they normally would. And if you want proof, the bottom of the deck, the crossing card, is the Magician. It's right there. And that Wheel of Fortune fell on the floor upright, staring me in the face. So I had to stop shuffling. This is alchemy. It's lead into gold, right? Alchemy. And it is. It is. Again, it's a no-brainer decision is what this is saying. But which is why there's not a lot of anxiety here. It's not the 8 of Swords. It's the 9. We're moving in the right direction. Let's talk to the Universe 10 Wands. Why is it here? All about loyalty. And in the extended, I'll open with you. I always do. I'll pull on you. We'll find out how this energy affects you. All right? It's going to affect everybody differently. But if you got a bad habit or something, again, what or who are you giving loyalty to? You know, and should you continue to? And the Leo, with the environmental energy, let's just talk about Venus and Leo since that's this reading, but there's other factors in play energetically. That will give you the bravery and just the fortitude to go forward. There's a reason Leo energy is attached to the Strength card, and it's not just the Lion, right? All right. Give me the 10 of Wands. Give me the 10. Wow, you really want me to shuffle here. What the motherfucking goddamn. Come on, I hate shuffling. Okay, all right. Oh, God, this is unreal. Queen of Wands, I almost called it the Queen of Wands. It's not, but it kind of is, but it's not. It's the Queen of Pentacles crossing the 10 of Wands. And look, there's a tower. It wanted to show itself, wanted to come out. Oh, I haven't said this in a while. I love this. Blowing the nuts clean off a squirrel, right? I'm going to just paraphrase this energy. The underlying problem here is somebody was full of shit and you blew their nuts off. You really did. You blew their fucking nuts off. I could say in a common vernacular, you blew their socks off. Okay? Whatever it is, maybe you gave them a blowjob. It was the best they ever had. I don't know. But either way, something blew, right? And it wasn't a bad kind of blowing. Either way, at the end of the day here, somebody here is just, the dam's about to break. The anxiety's not enough to stop them. It's a truth they can't unknow. It's a no-brainer decision. One bad, one good. It's like that game of one of these things doesn't belong here, and one of them is a triangle, and the other is, you know, it's some other crazy shape that doesn't make any sense. It's a no-brainer decision. It's easy to tell. All right, what doesn't belong, what doesn't fit, what's not a shape. All right. What's on top here? King of Swords. Yeah, again, saying the same thing. This reads with the Hermit. This card will read with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords reads with the Hermit. It's all the same. It's the same energy, same everything, same background. I'm only drawn to really the background color, and more than that. They're both sitting and contemplating. Again, why is the King of Swords here? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups over here, red with these cards over here. Knight of Cups, red with this. It's a truth they can't unknow. I should go with my heart. Well, let's just say, for ease of explaining, you're the heart, and the pentacles are on their side, or the thing they usually give to, right? That they've been given their loyalty to. They ran from you to stay with that, whatever their life is, whether they're single or with someone, right? The truth they can't unknow that's coming from all this emotion here is to go with their heart, to go with the Knight of Cups. And again, it's coming from the soul. We know it because it's right there, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. The Tower is very important. It's come up again. You know, oh, I'm sorry. Where is it? There it is. Oh, well, God, it's got a sun underneath it, too. Once the Tower falls, somebody here sees the light for sure. But anyway, the Tower is very important. That tower that came out in the 3D position of whatever fucking reading that was, it was recent. I think it was the Jupiter reading. I don't know. But it is part of where a lot of the bravery and forward movement is coming from. The balls to do something about it. To not keep giving to something that's harming them in some way. Drinking out of 8 broken cups is, they're jagged edges, you know. In the animal deck they are. It's terrible. You wouldn't want to drink out of that. All right, 9 Swords, final outcome. Where are we going? If we were to put a person on the universe, and it was a person sitting here next to me, explaining its own card section, all right, it would say, I'm making it abundantly clear, Steve, that they need to fucking do something about this, about their feelings. They can't sit where they are and keep giving to pentacles. Water is flowing right through them. It's basically what it's saying. I mean, it is definitely crystal clear. And I like that Venus is in Leo for this. I like that. Yeah, it really does rip an opening in this, where normally they could close this off and bullshit themselves, right? Not do anything about it. I don't think that's an option. The Tower's come up far too many times. You know, and the star, even our magical star from the pre-shuffle that fell on the left on the table, and I gave you the whole story about it. That implies a Tower happened. And we've seen the Tower in this reading. Why is the 9 of Swords here? We've seen it twice, actually. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Tell me. Okay, we're done shuffling. Yeah, I knew this. This is not... Don't even pay... It doesn't matter. Okay, I can dig it. But it's very little worry. It's a Fool card crossing it, yeah. This is that, I always joke about it. This is that Chevy Chase in Vacation in the pool. Christy Brinkley's in the pool. He's on the edge of the pool going, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy. But he just jumps in. Right? It's crazy, but you're jumping in the pool, motherfucker. Underneath that is 10 Wands, which ties us back to here, which says the same thing. Again, it goes from a 9 to a 10. The suits don't matter. It's the numbers. You're either playing numerology or you're playing the suits. It really doesn't matter one way or another. It goes from a 9 to a 10. The energy around it is, you know, this is bullshit. It's time to make the jump. The environmental energy is saying go. And the environmental energy is more powerful than their little bit of anxiety about, well, I've never... This is all new to them, these feelings. It's all new. It's something brand new. What's on top? 4 swords. This is very, there's that heart chakra again. This is. I hope the universe is going to throw it to me again. I mean, I secretly do, but this is that something from nothing energy we keep getting. From nothing comes all of a sudden something, right? It's read with the 6 of Pentacles, somebody giving, right? Somebody's wanted to for a long time. I think they've done nothing. They've done nothing. They've allowed this to influence them, right? This is 5 of Cups. It's one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle, and it ends it for a reason. And I'm going to show you the reason here. I know you would have loved an 8 of Wands here, but I'm going to tell you why that wouldn't matter. I mean, you might say the same thing, but this is better. This says it better. 5 Cups. There is so much disappointment and regret and sadness inside this person. In the animal deck, this is the sad horse, right? This card, first of all, this card is read with the 7 of Swords. These are truths that are coming, right? Truth is the opposite of bullshit, but the truths that are coming are powered by court cards, King and Queen of Swords. This is minor arcana. In other words, they're bullshit. They're being shown all of it. They're sad and regretful for being a bullshit artist, for sitting in 8 broken cups under this energy. And also, they're very sad about doing nothing about it. Because this connection has been kind of healing for them. We've reached this point because it's been a healing energy for them all the way through the process. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. It'd be better if they took the doctor recommended dose and just kind of did it. But at the end of the day, I think this is somebody coming towards you. And I will pull right here, I will show you a couple of cards out of here. I've got an Ace of Cups and I've got a Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. That comes after this, okay? Somebody here has been very, very flippy-floppy about making decisions on this. Here's 8 Swords that comes after that, and here's 2 Pentacles that comes after that. Somebody's been very flippy-floppy here, but this Ace of Cups ties with this one here, all right? That King of Wands is feeling something now. And again, the bravery is there. I'm only on this card drawn to the lion. Whether he likes it or not, he needs to move. That's not a tame lion. He can't stand there. All right, that's the way the energy reads because I'm drawn to the lion, which is sitting in yellow, which is forward movement. So again, all of this, it's about loyalty. Who are they going to be loyal to? But the benefit to you, or where this probably plays out in your favor, is that the energy, the baseline energy is all emotion. It's an emotional kind of decision. The truths are coming in and their emotions are flowing. With the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups in your connection here, yeah, definitely, no doubt. So there's a good chance you hear from somebody. No doubt about it. There's a good chance something happens here. Either way, you get some kind of vindication out of this. There's something here. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you. I can pull some wicked voodoo. We'll see. We'll see where this is going. But there's a lot of environmental energy pressure to make some changes. The Wheel of Fortune in the soul is very telling in the fact that the 8 of Cups came out with it. Since we've been talking, that was the energy of the why the fuck are we here? This is why we're here. And it came out in the soul. So, again, and keep in mind my overall energy, the 6 of Wands, victory, right, crosses the 8 of Cups, the why are we here in this reading. So the environmental energy around it it's a truth they can't unknow. It would be, yeah, the victory comes if I'm loyal to myself for a change, instead of to energies around me that are toxic, right? And for some people, this is going to play out as situations around you that are toxic, or habits that are toxic, anything along, thoughts about yourself that are toxic. It could play out on any of that. Whatever 8 broken cups is to you. But we'll pull on you in the extended. Right now I want to pull 3 cards from the bottom from the universe, see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. What else you want to tell everyone, universe? Anything? You got anything here? Anything at all? 4 of Wands. The devil. The goat with its feet on fire. And the High Priestess. Crossed by 7 Pentacles. Okay, I think what's kept this stuck for, I don't know if I should talk about the runner side or just as a whole, this connection. I'm going to take it as a whole, this entire connection. This entire connection has been on lunch break, shall we say, because of somebody's shit. But there was shit on both sides. But it was heavier. This reads heavier for me on the runner side, whoever that was. There's just a lot of shit. And it involves a lot of, and this comes up all the time, all the fucking time, a lot of secrets, that things they refuse to look at about their life, about the stability of their life, their marriage maybe, their relationships, all of it. All of it. It's just a lot of stuff they refuse to look at. And now we have them looking at it. This is divine timing energy. We have somebody doing something about it. There's that Queen of Cups. Oh, and it's stuck together. There's the Knight of Wands right there, which I accidentally called that one, right? That King of Wands. Yeah. Because he's moving. He's doing something. He has to. That lion's not tame, like I said. Knight of Wands. Somebody's now looking at all this and doing something. And it's from a perspective of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Holds the Ace of Cups and gives it. Right? Because it just makes sense to do it under this energy. And the bravery is there. If you don't want to use the word bravery, the doorway is open. It's there. It's easy. And sometimes with these situations, it has to be made energetically easy. And since energy's in cycles, at some point, easy comes around, right? It depends. Sometimes it's a very big merry-go-round and it takes it a while, but at some point, easy comes around. And it's very easy for these runners now, all right? Especially to look at all the bullshit they pushed back. Again, this is about loyalty, all right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you want the extended, there's a link in the description. I now have a devil to pull on, thank God. But I'm also going to pull on 8 broken cups on their side and these truths, and we'll see. And we'll pull on you, of course. All right, that's your reading. Good luck.